We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Philippines assured the United States that the country remains its partner, ally, and friend. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. made the assurance during his bilateral meeting with U.S. President Joe Biden at the Intercontinental Hotel in New York City. The details from Stephanie Sevillano.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. expressed his commitment to improving ties with the United States, being one of its long-standing allies. During the bilateral talk with U.S. President Joe Biden, Marcos said the Philippines and the U.S. have a very strong foundation of a long and strong relationship in various facets. He is also hopeful that the two countries can further strengthen their bid to maintain peace despite the complexities in the past few months.
We are your partners, we are your allies, we are your friends. And in like fashion, we have always considered the United States our partner, our ally, and our friend. And I hope that we will be able to discuss further the roles that our two countries will play together and individually as we continue down that road, maintaining peace despite all the complexities that have arisen in the past few months, I suppose.
He cited the role of the United States in maintaining peace in the region. Issues on the South China Sea, Ukraine crisis, global inflation, and the pressing need to uphold human rights were also raised. The two leaders agreed that a peaceful resolution of disputes should be the prime option for the South China Sea issue. Both Marcos and Biden underscored the need for freedom of navigation and overflight. The chief executive meanwhile expressed his gratitude for their massive assistance to ensure COVID-19 vaccine supply at the height of the pandemic.
Again, we would like to thank the United States for the massive help that we received during the pandemic with the provision of up to 35, almost 36 million doses of vaccines very early on, ahead of some of the other countries, and for that we are very, very grateful. We continue to look to the United States for that continuing partnership and the maintenance of peace in our region. In terms of the geopolitical issues that we face in this day and age, the primary consideration of the Philippines and the guiding principle of the Philippine foreign policy is to encourage peace.
Likewise, Biden thanked Marcos for the country's stand against the war in Ukraine, acknowledging what he called very deep roots between the U.S. and the Philippines. The U.S. also expressed intent to further expand bilateral cooperation with the Philippines in the fields of energy security and renewable energy.
For decades, the alliance has strengthened both of us, I believe, and one of the things I want to talk about today is how we continue to strengthen that and work together on the things that are of greatest concern to you. I was impressed with the work you did on windmills and a whole range of other things. You and I both think that's the future. We can do a lot. We can do a lot together. I'm desperately interested in making sure we do.
For the Pna Newsroom, I am Stephanie Sevillano.
The President's series of dialogues and separate meetings with American business leaders have yielded preliminary commitments from various U.S. companies. Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles said the talks with potential U.S. investors are exploratory. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. earlier addressed the guests at the Philippine Economic Briefing in New York City, assuring of a favorable business climate in the Philippines. He also said the Philippines is a smart investment destination given its economic resurgence.
Several requests, I understand a lot of requests have been made to the U.S. President, that it is significant that he spoke only with President Marcos on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. While it's true he spoke with one other person, that was a postponed meeting, and so all the more it becomes significant that President Marcos has been able to speak with the U.S. President.
The Justice Department is determined to appeal a court's move junking the petition to declare the Communist Party of the Philippines and its armed wing, the New People's Army, as a terrorist organization. Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles said the government still has available remedies to overturn the decision of Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 19. She said that the legal battle is not yet over as the government is set to identify parameters. The court dismissed the Department of Justice's petition filed last 2018 with the aim to label the CPP-NPA as a terror organization. In its ruling, the court noted that none of the alleged terrorist acts of the CPP-NPA cited by the DOJ caused widespread and extraordinary fear and panic among the public. Motorists can now file their complaints online through a platform, particularly for those apprehended for traffic-related violations. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority said those who have been given a traffic citation ticket shall fill out an online complaint form and upload necessary documents. The MMDA Traffic Adjudication Division will then contact the client for pre-processing of the contest within 3 working days. A scheduling of hearings shall follow. If the resolution is unfavorable, the complainant can file a motion for reconsideration. Protests can be filed from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays. The MMDA said the online filing will minimize exposure and physical contact and ensure completion of required contest documents. And as the latest from the Pna Newsroom, stay tuned for more updates on the biggest stories throughout the day. I'm Marita Muaje. Have a good day.